Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for joining me. This is the Business Wealth Show, and this being Tuesday as we are live, it is Top Tip Tuesday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in this morning. I hope you are all well. Please do give me a hello in the comments. Let me know that you are here. I would love to say hello back. And if you are tuning in on the replay, give me a hashtag replay in the comments as well. Thank you for joining me on this lovely Tuesday morning. So today I want to speak about the balance between hustle and rest, because it's not an either or situation. I also have a small child who's just hopping into the room as well, who may very well appear by my side at any moment. Sweet pea, you go find daddy, my darling. Yeah.
He sounds so cute.
I know, sweetheart, I know. So I have it's the beauty of homeschooling and all those kinds of things. So this morning, I want to speak about both, because when we are running a business, when we are an A personality type, and when we have so many goals and we want to achieve, it can be really easy to get stuck in this cycle of work, 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 push, push. How do I find another hour in the day to get done what I need to do? Let's face it, our to-do lists are never ending. They are as long as our arms, and we could keep adding to them. We could keep finding things that we want to tweak, change, and morph in our business. And you know, if you're anything like me, I could easily work a 20-hour day, not see my family, not sleep, and eat junk food. That could be a very easy state for me to get in. However, what I also know is that you also need rest, because if you are pushing the entire time, what that ultimately leads to is exhaustion and burnout. Good morning, Carrie. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for joining me. And that is not a place that you could run a business from. You can't lead from a place of exhaustion. And therefore, we also need to factor in rest to our day. It can be really counterintuitive when we have so much to do, when we have so much to achieve, that we actually take time for rest. But it is so incredibly important if we want to achieve in our business, because we cannot pour from an empty cup. We cannot serve at our highest level if we are running ourselves into the ground. So making sure that you have time in your diary for rest, for sleep, for relaxation, for things that fill you up and nourish your soul. Because if it is all work, 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 you will end up from a place of being empty energetically. You'll end up from a place that you are exhausted and burnt out. It is not either hustle or, kick back and have a lovely time. It is both together, holding both at the same time, simultaneously having both in our lives so that we can achieve. Because if we are not getting that recuperation that our mind and our body needs, then we are going to end up in a place where ultimately we are not going to be able to serve in our business, and everything will just fall over. Now, with that in mind, I'm actually not going to be live at 7:30 tomorrow morning. I am going to take a rest tomorrow morning for only an extra hour, but I am doing that because I really feel like I need it. I feel like I've had a really full-on few weeks so far in January, and I feel like I need that rest time. So the Business Wealth Show will not be live at 7:30 on Wednesday morning, but we will be back on Thursday for strategic chats at the same time. But that is because I am taking my own medicine. I am taking my own medicine when I look at hustle and rest and balancing both in my life, because I am no different to anybody else. I also need both, and I also need rest time, particularly when you go through a very, very busy period. And even in the middle of a busy period, I want to note that I am still in an incredibly busy period. January is historically a very, very busy month for us. And even in the midst of a very, very busy period, I still need to take that time to rest, because otherwise I won't see it through to the end. I'll get ill before, I will be exhausted before, and I'll have to spend a day in bed. And that is not going to be good for anyone. That's not going to be good for my business, for my team, for my clients, or indeed for my family. So making sure that you get that rest in before it is forced upon you. My dad, every single Christmas without fail, when he stopped work for the Christmas period, he was ill. He used to get the flu and pneumonia, bronchitis, all these things he used to get every single year when he suddenly stopped. And that's because he didn't stop the whole rest of the year. He also ran a business, and he would push the whole time. And he would then get sick. He would then get really ill because he hadn't taken any rest periods. He hadn't actually taken that downtime during the year in order to replenish his energy stores, to replenish himself and nurture himself. So I urge you not to make the same mistake, and actually make sure that you have the rest periods and the rest time slotted in your weeks and your days and your months, so that you can fill yourself up. One thing I'm actually looking at is how I fit in one mental health day off business a month where I do not look at anything business related at all. So I'm looking at, a weekday, not a weekend, a weekday where I just have one day off. I don't turn on Slack. I don't turn on my emails. I don't turn on my social. And I just have that complete mental health day for me, which is a relaxation time. And I'm trying to fit that into my diary just now. I'm not perfect at this either. Like I said, I would work a 20-hour day if I could. So I am trying to balance up where I can fit that into my week and my month so that I can have that in there. And I urge you to think about doing something similar as well, because I know that it will hold massive, massive benefits too. So I hope that this has been helpful. Top tip for Top Tip Tuesday. Like I said, I am having a rest break tomorrow morning for our session. And therefore, I am back again on Thursday for Strategic Chats at 7:30 a.m. Remember, Strategic Chats is my open Q&A session, which means that I will happily answer any question that you may have about your business. That is exactly why I do it, so that you can just come and ask me anything. That is what Strategic Chats is all about. So jot down some questions that you may have between now and then. Come prepared, ready to type them into the comments, and I will happily answer those as well. Thank you for tuning in today. I know your time is incredibly precious, so thank you for spending some of it with me on the Business Wealth Show today. Jerry, lovely to see you again. And thank you for tuning in, and we'll speak soon. Take care, everyone.